Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our very first live and on-location virtual FAM. I'm Erin Congregate, Sales Manager at the beaches of Fort Myers and Sanibel, and I'd like to thank you all for joining us here today. Before we get started, I wanted to let you know that this webinar is being recorded and will be available after the presentation. Also, please feel free to utilize the Q&A for any questions that you might have. And at the end of today's presentation, we will have our 3 hotel giveaways. Today, we're going to hear from partners from 4 of our cities in Lee County. First, we will be heading to our historic downtown Fort Myers to visit our newest property, Luminary Hotel and Company and Calusa Sound Convention Center. Next, we will travel down to Bonita Springs to the Hyatt Regency Coconut Point, and then we will be on our way to Sanibel Island to tour the Bailey Matthews National Shell Museum. Heading back to Fort Myers over the Sanibel Causeway Bridge to stop at Sanibel Harbor Marriott Resort and Spa. And lastly, we will visit the Westin Cape Coral Resort at Marina Village. To kick us off, it's my pleasure to introduce Pamela Johnson, Deputy Director at the Beaches of Fort Myers and Sanibel Visitor and Convention Bureau.
Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Can you hear me okay, Erin?
I can hear you great, Pamela.
Perfect, perfect. Well, welcome. My name is Pamela Johnson, and as Erin said, I am the Deputy Director of the Lee County Visitor and Convention Bureau. And I'm just so pleased to welcome you all to our very first annual, very first ever virtual FAM. So in this unusual time that we're living in, this virtual FAM is a way for our destination to really stay top of mind with you and creatively educate you about our community that we're all so passionate about. Erin has made it possible to introduce you to some of our amazing lodging partners, as well as hear from a museum venue that's truly a unique treasure in our area. These businesses really contribute to the overall energy and vitality of the area, and so we're just so happy that they're with us today. I just want to say that, you know, we really believe that face-to-face meetings will happen again. And when they do, that the Beaches of Fort Myers and Sanibel is really uniquely positioned to be a top destination for these meetings. We have a subtropical location and wonderful indoor-outdoor meeting spaces, state-of-the-art meeting facilities, and really great customer service on which we pride ourselves. And I'll let the venues tell you all about that and how they're poised to welcome you and your attendees back to the area, because that's a priority. And thanks again for joining us today, and I'll throw it back to Erin.
Thank you so much, Pamela. All right. So for those of you who are not familiar with the beaches of Fort Myers and Sanibel, we are located on the west coast of Florida, directly on the Gulf of Mexico. With the Southwest Florida International Airport, also known as RSW, we make getting here a breeze. RSW offers nonstop service to 49 destinations on 11 different carriers, and Fort Myers is now accessible to the West Coast with our new nonstop flights to Seattle and Los Angeles. With COVID in mind, RSW has launched the Stay Safe program, implementing touchless services along with increased frequency of cleaning and disinfecting in high traffic areas, high touch areas of the terminal and car rental facility. For more information on how our destination hotel partners are keeping you safe, please visit our Sun, Sand, and Sanitize page under the meetings tab on fortmyers-sanibel.com. With attendee safety in mind, there has been an increase in demand for holding events and activities outdoors. Our destination has more than 100 islands and over 50 miles of natural white sand beaches, which is ideal for social distancing. You'll be hearing from our hotel partners shortly, but the Beaches of Fort Myers and Sanibel has an abundance of outdoor fun in the sun, team building experiences. Groups can paddle the Great Calusa Blueway and a 190-mile paddling trail through our Back Bay waters, which is a great way to connect with each other, all while enjoying the beauty of nature. A group can also take a fishing charter and have some friendly fishing competition We have a wide variety of fish and plenty of great fishing spots throughout the islands. At the end of your fishing excursion, you can even stop at some of our restaurants and resorts that offer a hook and cook experience, taking that fishing trip to the next level, and where that catch of the day becomes the dinner for your participants. One of our many things that bring people here is the wide variety and abundance of seashells that make their way to our shores. You can go on a guided shelling tour and have a group scavenger hunt to find different types of shells on the beach. You can find more than 400 species of shells on nearly every beach, but it's Sanibel and Captiva islands that gather the most, thanks to their unique geography. In fact, our shelling posture is so common it's been given a name, the Sanibel stoop and the Captiva crouch. Whether your attendees are enjoying a sunset cruise or playing one of our 90 golf courses, I'm sure they'll be truly inspired. Don't forget to always copy us, your VCB partners, on your RFPs, and we'll provide services as needed and will be a resource to you. I'd like to now introduce Joan Barkowski, Sales Coordinator at the Beaches of Fort Myers and Sanibel, who will share some ways we can help.
Thank you, Erin. So we want you to know that you can trust us to help turn your event into a success. We have a very robust conference services program that's designed to help you save time and wow your attendees. So a few examples of the things that we do. So let's say you haven't contracted yet with a destination hotel. There's a few ways in which we can help at this stage. So one, we can source your RFP to those facilities that best meet your needs, and then we're able to compile the proposals for you or have them respond to you directly. And two, if you're coming for site visits, we can schedule appointments for you, put together an itinerary, and accompany you the day off. Once you have contracted with a destination hotel and you're in need of suggestions for unique off-site venues or team building activities, we are your go-to resource. So we have long-standing relationships with area businesses and can make targeted recommendations for your group. Although it's temporarily paused due to COVID, our tourism ambassador program is especially popular. We have experienced volunteers that can help with your conference needs. They can assemble welcome bags or provide registration assistance or man a destination desk to give your attendees information on local activities and restaurants. And if you're really looking to impress, these tourism ambassadors are available to do meet and greets at the airport to provide that extra warm welcome to your VIP upon arrival. Again, we're more than happy to help with any needs and questions that you may have. When you bring a meeting to the beaches of Fort Myers and Sanibel, I'll personally reach out to you about 8 weeks or so prior to your group's arrival, just to see if there's anything that we can do to help. And now I will turn it over to Megan Humphrey, Senior Sales Manager at the brand new Luminary Hotel and Company and Calusa Sound Convention Center in our vibrant downtown Fort Myers.
Good morning. Thank you, Joan, Erin, and Pamela. My name is Megan Humphrey. I come to you from beautiful downtown Fort Myers, our Riverside historic section of Fort Myers. Luminary Hotel and Company Autograph Collection is a individualistic, boutique in nature lifestyle brand of Marriott. We opened in September, just September 23rd, so we are brand new to the area, and I'm so happy to be here today and share our story with you. A bit about the Autograph Collection brand. As I mentioned, all experiential, boutique, and even at large or small, boutique in nature. We have 243 rooms and suites, 12 stories high above the Calusa River. Some other features about the hotel are many food and beverage outlets. I'm here today in our rooftop bar, Beacon Social Drinkery. It sits 12 stories high above the Calusa River, and I'll be able to show a little bit of those views to you later on. Our first floor contains Dean Street Coffee Roastery, so we actually roast our beans in-house, and then we brew right on the spot. So once you come into the lobby, you smell the rich, bold coffee flavors that we serve our guests in the lobby, in all of our meeting spaces, and in all of our restaurants. The lobby bar is located on the first floor, just off the lobby, open all day. Silver King Ocean Brasserie is our signature restaurant on the first floor, open for dinner only, and we can utilize this space for groups for both breakfast and lunch servings as well. And then last but not least, Ella Mae's Diner is open all day, traditional diner food, our soul food with finesse, breakfast all day type of spot. So very come as you are, and open all evening as well. Our fourth floor does feature our fitness center, meeting rooms, and our vast pool deck, also overlooking the Calusa River. That space is very ideal for any receptions, especially over sunset time. The sunset's just right over the river. We have a good amount of 4 to 5 various suite types for your group needs, hospitality suites as well. And then, as I mentioned, the Beacon Social Drinkery is really the highlight of our hotel. Open from 4 to the evening, and even a larger time frame on the weekends. We do have a full service bar and then appetizers as well for your enjoyment. Calusa Sound Convention Center is the neighboring convention center that we, as the hotel, manage and fully service. So it's one contract, seamless, same food and beverage, same menus, same team. That space is 30,000 square feet and column free. There's also a 9,800 square foot pre-function or exhibit space for your use. One block from the hotel is Oxbow Bar and Grill. It's our standalone restaurant opening in March. That has a seafood fair. Upstairs has the second floor will be available for private use. So you get to get out on your feet, but it's still managed by the hotel and feels like an off-site activity for your groups. Being on the river, we have many activities available for your attendees, especially on the water. Sailing, team building, sailing, kayaking, fishing excursions, fishing tournaments, and then any river, sunset, and eco tours as well. Across the street from the hotel, we are constructing a park with a lot of green space just between us and the river. And part of that will be an amphitheater. So we'll host music, bands, festivals, food festivals, and then can also be used for group opening receptions or closing rallies. Downtown, being located downtown, is a great amenity for your attendees. You can walk to 20 or plus restaurants, lounges, mini boutiques, shopping options, and then attractions as well. Really, once you step out of the hotel, there's so much at your feet. And that's our biggest amenity and the walkability for your guests. We now have a big video to show you. If I think Erin's going to put that on deck for us. And that will feature some of the hotel, our amenities, and then also speak on our commitment to clean protocol.
Luminary Hotel is based in downtown Fort Myers, right along the Calusa River and in the River District. Boutique in nature, but wonderful in size for your event or program.
The Luminary Hotel is part of Marriott's Autograph Collection, 243-room hotel with 25 suites. On the first floor, we have 5 outlets, a coffee shop called Dean Street Coffee, our workshop, which is a culinary theater. We have a lobby bar, our Kingfish Seafood Brasserie, and Ella Mae's Diner. As you move to the 4th floor, we have a beautiful pool. We also have breakout meeting space and our fitness center. On the 12th floor, we have our Beacon Social Drinkery that overlooks the vast area of Fort Myers.
My favorite part about Luminary Hotel is the workshop. It's our culinary lab, which pays homage to Edison's lab just a mile up the street that you can go visit. It's set up classroom style, has a full gourmet demonstration kitchen. It works for meetings in a classroom setting, or we can really use the food and beverage functionality of the kitchen. For our meeting professionals, Calusa Town Convention Center is very unique. It's right next to Luminary Hotel and Company, and Luminary Hotel, our team manages it all. So you'll have one contract for the hotel, the convention space, your audio-visual, and your food and beverage.
The way that we're able to social distance is our space. 30,000 square feet of unobstructed view. It's completely brand new walls. It's got over 9,000 square feet of pre-function space. So for a meeting planner, you could have your general session in one space and then just have your guests walk right out the door and go right over to the next section to have your lunch or your breakouts. Being 30 steps away from the Luminary Hotel makes it really convenient.
We are a part of the River District Alliance, which is a coalition of all of the downtown businesses here in Fort Myers. Being a member, we can work with a lot of the restaurants to help you plan dine-arounds or any other private dining that you might need. Oxbow Bar and Grill is our standalone restaurant located right along the river. It's great for you as a meeting professional because it's an off-site restaurant for your guests and your agenda planning, but it also goes towards your food and beverage minimum.
It is a very important topic to keep your guests safe. We are customizing menus where it's plated or it's in a box or it's a takeaway versus a buffet. We have hand sanitizer stations. All of our employees are trained to understand the importance of the guidance that needs to be done to keep your guests safe.
Our team of highly trained professionals are here to service your group from sales to planning to execution to craft the experience that you're looking for.
And you're going to want to say, I want to come back to Luminary and Calusa Sound because we had such a great experience during one of the most difficult times we've had in history.
Sorry about that. I think our video froze, so I just wanted to get back on and say thank you so much for having us. And I will step away and leave you with some of the views from our rooftop bar on the 12th floor of the Calusa. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Megan, for that presentation. And those are some really nice views, some great views of the sunset from up at the Luminary Hotel and Company. Now, let's take a look at how the Hyatt Regency Coconut Point Resort and Spa is prioritizing safety and well-being. Then we'll hear live from Lene Goslin, Senior Sales Manager, with assistance by Rhett Wilson, Director of Sales and Marketing, behind the camera.
Good morning, everyone. We hope you enjoyed the video that showcases all the safety protocols in place at the Hyatt Regency Coconut Point. In case you were wondering, the Lamborghini is owned by Rhett Wilson, our Director of Sales, and I tried to get him to use it as a giveaway today, but he refused. He did let him use it for the video shoot. As you can see by the corridors, we're making a big change. Today, we wanted to highlight our new guest rooms. Brett's going to take you on a tour first of one of our existing guest rooms. While still in great shape, we are so excited to be having a guest room renovation, which will be starting late summer and early fall of 2021. The designers really brought the natural beauty of Southwest Florida into the guest rooms. When entering the room, the aqua blue colors and neutral tones really bring the peaceful waters of the Gulf of Mexico into your room. Brett's going to go ahead and continue on and give you a tour of all the new furnishings that we have coming soon. All of our guest rooms have balconies, so your guests can enjoy the beautiful Estero Bay views and wonderful warmth of the Florida sun. And all the rooms have our new 65-inch TVs and just great color palettes. And we're so very excited, especially in these times, that our owners have given us the special go-ahead to go ahead and renovate our guest rooms. We'll go ahead and move out to the view of the backyard. As you can see again in the corridors, there are more of the browns and the greens, and then when you go to the end where they have renovated the corridor, you have the aquas, and it's just so much brighter. We have 454 guest rooms with 28 suites. And our indoor meeting space, we have 75,000 indoor and outdoor meeting space. Love the new clock in the wall on the mirror in the bathroom. All the king rooms will now have showers, and all the double queens will have tubs. Again, just great appointments. All the rooms have ceiling fans. And now my favorite part of the resort is the backyard. So as you can see, we have 4 pools. Our latest addition is our lazy river back over on the right corner. We also have lap pool, which is our adult pool, our lagoon pool for the families, and our waterfall pool deck. For groups, we have a plethora of outdoor space. In January, we have a group that is going to do their general session out on the Royal Palm Courtyard. So we're very, very excited about doing something different and keeping people safe. Our event team is one of the best teams in the company, and they're ready to create a safe and fun event for your group. Now, we're not directly beachfront, however, we have our private island on the Gulf of Mexico, which is about a 15-minute boat ride. And that during that boat ride, about 80% of the time, you're going to see dolphins jumping in the wake, and we can do nighttime group functions over at the beach. We're located only 13 miles from the Fort Myers Airport, so we are the closest resort to the airport. We want to thank you for joining us today, and we look forward to receiving RFPs whenever you're ready. We're ready to go. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Lene and Rhett. Really great. We're super excited about your renovation. It looks beautiful. It's now my pleasure to introduce Jose Leo, Interim Director and Curator at the Bailey Matthews National Shell Museum.
Can you all hear me? Probably. Well, good morning, everyone. I'm delighted to be here today to present to you a brief tour, a brief introduction of our facility here on Sanibel Island. Erin had mentioned that this is one of the most sought after activities on the barrier islands of Southwest Florida, shelling. And we are here to explain the miracle of mollusks, the animals that make shells, and the shells themselves. So the museum is celebrating its 25th birthday this year that ends. We just renovated a whole area on the ground floor of the museum that became our Beyond Shells exhibit area. We have a number of different aquaria with live mollusks, corals, fish, and it's been very successful despite you know, the lockdowns, the pandemic, and all. I'll be showing some pictures where people will not be wearing masks, but those pictures were all taken prior to the inception of the pandemic in March this year. So we are on Sanibel Captiva Road, part of the axis of environmental organizations here on Sanibel Island. And one of the main, you know, as a focal points of the museum right now, as I said, is the area where we're showing the live animals. We do have a giant Pacific octopus, which is a major attraction. Everyone tries to come and see that. And I'll talk a little more about that next. I'll show you some of the first, give you a tour of what we call the second floor of the museum, the traditional exhibits, where we try to explain some of the cool things that those animals that make shells do. We do have the whole section that was dedicated in 2016, so it's barely 4 years old, titled The Journey to the Center of a Shell. And we tell very cool facts about mollusks, about the cool things they do for a living. One of the points, for instance, is that clam shells can actually record climate change. They can act as a quote unquote tape recorder of what's going on in their environment, and we try to raise their awareness to the visiting public. Now, going down to the new area, the Beyond Shells exhibition section, we do have a number of tanks, as I said earlier, and two touch pools next to each other. And the touch pools are, one of them is a cold water section of the west coast of the U.S. With some of the mollusks that live in those cold waters. And next to on the other side, we have the local warm water species. And when I say warm water, the waters here get really, really warm in the summer. In some areas, being in the low 90s. So it's pretty much like pleasant bath water, and the animals like that. So this is where we show the living animals, the touch pool, and this one here being the local Southwest Florida species, with some of our staff interpreting the animals to the visiting public. For instance, we just have a little more of a scientific type illustration here, showing pictures that I took actually in one of the tanks, showing the eyes of fighting conchs, which is we're a local species here, showing the little eyes with lens, eye stalk, the little foot, mouth, and all that, things that people normally do not think of when they hold a shell in their hand. We also promote beach walks, mostly at the Island Inn here on Sanibel, where we have our marine biologists taking groups, interpreting what we can find there at any given moment, usually at low tide. We also plan on doing more of that in other parts of Sanibel and in the mainland of Lee County. With our major star being the giant Pacific octopus, which is an animal that can reach about 4 feet in size. We have what we call the octopus encounters. Those are small groups. We're limited by the area, but we can schedule that and have small groups coming in and interacting during feeding sessions with the octopus and learning more about that fantastic animal that's super intelligent, as some of you I'm sure will know. And here's a shot of our, we call him informally the GPO, giant Pacific octopus. I'm sure you heard Aaron saying that Sanibel, Captiva, and some of the other barrier islands of Southwest Florida and Lee County, they have a huge amount of different kinds of shells. And we do promote learning, education about those species. We do have a very cool shell guide, and we're working on a poster that shows some of those local species and Florida species in general. So make sure you check it out. Our website provides a plethora of information on those local species. We have a shell guide, online shell guide, with basically almost all of the 400 species that one can find locally. So I encourage you to take a peek at our website at shellmuseum.org, www.shellmuseum.org. And last but not least, I want to make a little pitch here for the museum store. We do sell shell and marine related items in the store. We have a number of different books, identification guides, and all kinds of cool maritime and marine related stuff. So with that, I want to thank you for listening to me today. Looking forward to seeing you here at the museum in the very near future. Thank you. Have a great day.
Thank you so much, Jose. It was a great presentation. Those beach walks are truly amazing. So it's great group activity for everyone.
Thank you.
So next we have Danielle Eglin. She's the catering manager at the Sanibel Harbor Marriott Resort and Spa. She has provided us a short video showcasing the Sanibel Harbor Marriott Resort and Spa, which we will view before hearing from her directly.
Thank you so much, Erin and the VCB. Like she said, my name is Danielle, and I am a catering manager here at the Sanibel Harbor Resort and Spa. We are located in Fort Myers on over 80 acres of beautiful land that wind through canals, mangroves, and located right on the harbor. We are a 4-diamond resort. Just a short 30 minutes away from the Fort Myers, Southwest Florida International Airport. So you can come from all over the world and join us here. Here at Sanibel Harbor, we do have 347 sleeping rooms that all have private balconies, either directly overlooking our harbor or our lush preserve. Here at the Marriott Harbor Sanibel, we do have over 45,000 square feet of indoor and outdoor event space, with our largest event space being about 10,000 square feet. What makes our ballroom so special, though, is the views. So I'm sitting in one of our ballrooms right now, and as you can see, most of our ballrooms do feature walls of windows, which is wonderful for the views, but also for natural light during your event. So it's also great because we do have verandas, as you can see, and we will go take a look out there at the end. So we use our verandas for outside meals, especially during this time, cocktail hours, or just a space to take a break and get outside for a fresh breath of air. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, of course, we have changed drastically. We are using all Marriott International and CDC protocols for our events and here at our property. This includes social distancing, wearing masks in all public spaces, and having sanitizing stations all across the resort. We are keeping our event space safe by having plated meals or buffets that are served strictly from our staff here behind plexiglass and with gloves, of course. We are utilizing our different space here in different ways. We do have a 100-foot yacht, which is wonderful to create a bubble for your group. We also do have our courtside steakhouse that has a private dining room. If you'd like to have an executive meeting, we can fit your group in the private room in our restaurant. You can feel at ease sending your teams out for beautiful sunset cruise where your group can enjoy cocktails, hors d'oeuvres, and dinner all to themselves, all in these private spaces. In addition to our event space, we do have plenty of accommodations to make everybody happy. We have 4 pools on site, 3 outdoor, 1 indoor, 6 restaurants on property, our Tarpon House restaurant, which is currently starting renovation, and that serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Our Charlie's Cabana bar that serves sunset cocktails and snacks. We also have our courtside steakhouse, which is our fine dining restaurant here on property. We also have our Cove pool bar serving lunch, snacks, and drinks all day long. And as I did say, we do have our Sanibel Harbor Princess Yacht, which goes out for sunset cruises and Sunday brunch, as well as available for private charters just for your group. Lastly, we do have our Palm Court Bakery that serves Starbucks, pastries, and Love Boat ice cream, which is a local creamery here. We do have plenty of fun activities. Like I did say, we have over 80 acres of land here. So your group can get outside when they need a break to rent a kayak, go jet skiing, paddle boarding. They could also rent a pontoon boat and go fishing for the afternoon. They can walk on our lush nature preserve trails here. They can play tennis, basketball, go for a bike ride on one of our resort bikes, or they could just hang out in a hammock by the water and relax and watch the sunset. We also do have a full service spa here with 23 treatment rooms and plenty of things to relax. So without further ado, I will just go outside and check out this beautiful space. So here you can see we are in sunny Florida. We do have one of our pools right here, as well as our beach with chairs, hammocks, and then you can see our beautiful 100-foot Princess Yacht. and the sunset happens right here. So every single day we have beautiful sunsets that you can have, great for your meeting space. And then over side, we do have our Everglades pool, which is another one of our pools. And then you can see all of our meetings, or all of our sleeping rooms do have these beautiful balconies right here, so they can watch the sunset from their own room in the leisure of themselves. So that's all for me. I just wanted to say thank you again to Aaron and the VCB and Pamela, and thank you, and we hope to host you and see you soon.
Thank you so much, Danielle. That was great. Yes, all those rooms have a great view, so that's really nice. All right, I'd now like to introduce Mike Ty, General Manager, and Tasha Walney, Catering Manager at the Westin Cape Coral Resort at Marina Village.
Good morning. My name is Tasha Walney, Senior Catering Sales Executive, and on behalf of the Westin Cape Coral Resort at Marina Village, we welcome and thank you for the opportunity to showcase our beautiful resort. We have 308 guest rooms, including 180 suites, but we'll tell you a little more about that in a few minutes. The Westin Cape Coral Resort at Marina Village features over 50,000 square feet of indoor and outdoor venues. I'm standing in the foyer of our brand new $16 million ballroom, which features 12,500 square feet of state-of-the-art event space that can accommodate anything from a spectacular general session to the most elegant gala. The Tarpon Point Ballroom is actually a standalone building, which allows your guests to remain separate from other resort guests and connect with confidence. In addition to our beautiful ballrooms, the Westin Cape Coral Resort features many unique outdoor venues. The Tarpon Terrace, most famous for its cafe lights, feature resort views, a built-in bar, private foyer, and 3,000 square feet of custom event space. The Gazebo Lawn is our waterfront gem, offering over 6,000 square feet of waterfront space with views of the Tarpon Point Marina and the Gulf of Mexico. The Westin Cape Coral Resort is located at Tarpon Point Marina, and our outdoor activities are limitless. From fishing to kayaking, from donut boats to sunset cruises, we have it all. Here's a video of some of our finest amenities.
Good morning and welcome home. My name is Mike Ty. I'm the General Manager at the Westin Cape Coral Resort. Thank you for giving us this opportunity to share a small slice of paradise with you. We offer the ideal waterfront location, which provides the ultimate environment for rejuvenation. I think we all could use that right about now. You will experience one of the most naturally beautiful places in Florida with endless views of the Gulf of Mexico and the Calusa River. I'm proud to share with you today, in February 2021, we will complete a $15 million room renovation that will increase our room inventory to 308 rooms. The resort boasts 180 suites. 58% of our inventory are suites. We have 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom, and specialty suites, which includes large balconies, 2-story pool tables, and a wide variety of amenities. All our suites have full kitchens, which include full-size refrigerators, stove, oven, microwaves, cooking utensils, glassware, dishwashers, and let's not forget the kitchen sink. And top it off, most of the suites have washers and dryers. The suites will feel like luxury residential condominiums on the Upper East Side. Let me take a moment and share our commitment to clean with you today. We want all our guests to understand what we're doing today and planning for the near future in areas of cleanliness, hygiene, and social distancing. So when they walk through the doors of the Westin Cape Coral Resort, they will know our commitment to their health and safety is our priority. We took a holistic approach designed to take care of our guests and associates. We already had demanding standards, but every Westin associate has been trained on even higher levels with new protocols for cleanliness standards. All our associates upon arrival are temperature screened and wear masks. In public space, we're cleaning surfaces with increased frequency with a dedicated staff. Well, we placed hand sanitizers around the hotel, and we have social distance reminders throughout the hotel. In our guest rooms, we use hospital-grade disinfectants and place disinfecting wipes in each room for our guest use. We're also using new technology. We use the electric static sprayer in our public space and in our meeting room. Thank you again for allowing Tasha and myself this opportunity to speak with you today. We specialize in creating memorable events and experiences. Well, thank you, Tasha. What a delightful treat. So there's no better place to connect with confidence than at the Westin Cape Coral Resort. Cheers. Cheers. Now back to you, Erin.
Thank you so much, Mike and Tasha, for that presentation. That was so great. I was virtually cheersing you as well. Before we go to prizes, in the Q&A, I'd like to share our island incentive offer that we have. So bring your new meeting to the beaches of Fort Myers and Sanibel and have the opportunity to receive a rebate up to $5,000. So for more information on this rebate, visit fortmyers-sanibelmeetings.com. All right, Joan, so it's ready for the Q&A. Do we have any questions for our partners in there?
Yes, we have a couple of questions. The first question is for Megan at the Luminary. So Megan, when will the amphitheater be ready?
Hi, thank you for the question. So the Calusa Sound Amphitheater will be ready this summer. So the fencing and the pictures of the renderings have gone up around the perimeter, and the amphitheater portion and the revision of all of the green space will be happening this fall and spring. So summer.
Awesome. Thank you, Megan. We have another question. This is for Rhett and Lene at the Hyatt. Someone asked, how many people can you do for a general session outside right now with social distancing?
Well, that certainly is a great question and love to answer it. Royal Palm Courtyard is our largest courtyard, and we can do 300 people at 1 per 6 foot out in that courtyard area. So great space. We have a cypress courtyard that we can do about 125 with distancing. So we're looking forward to those groups that are thinking out of the box and ready to do their breakouts and their sessions outside.
It was a little shadowy. I was trying to show in the video. We've got the team actually setting up for an outdoor event this evening. They're going to have about 75 folks out there this evening. So mid to large size groups, it's possible to meet outside and enjoy this great Southwest Florida weather.
That's awesome. Thank you, guys. And we have one final question. This is for Tasha and Mike at the Westin. The question is, what amenities does your resort have that are appealing to leisure time for my group guests?
Well, it's hard to select. We just have so many. I think my favorite, personally, since we opened the resort, is the water taxi. The water taxi runs daily. It takes. You can take your group down to the beach. We can set up and make arrangements with our partners down at Fort Myers Beach for jet skiing, wave runners, you know, the parasailing, any of those beach activities. Just very unique to our property, but it's a fantastic amenity.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right, great. Joan, was that all the questions that we had?
That was all the questions that we had.
Okay, wonderful. So now on to prizes. We have 3 prizes today. So first, we will be giving away a one-night stay to the Hyatt Regency Coconut Point Resort and Spa, including 2 tickets to the Bailey Matthews National Shell Museum. So I have everyone's name in here, and I'm gonna have Joan assist me real quick. She just ran in. She's gonna grab someone's name and then give it to me, and I will read it for you. Don't look. All right, so we have it. And the winner is Kathy Thompson. So Kathy Thompson, you won the Hyatt Regency Coconut Point stay with the 2 tickets to the Bailey Matthews Shell Museum. So then next, we are going to have a one-night stay at the Luminary Hotel and Company with dinner for 2 at the Silver King Ocean Brasserie and 2 drinks at the Beacon Social Drinkery, also the 2 tickets to the Bailey Matthews National Shell Museum as well. All right, and that winner, lucky winner, is Annette Zarello. Annette, you're the winner. And then one more, Joan's gonna pull it for me. And that is going to be a one-night stay with breakfast for 2 at the Sanibel Harbor Marriott Resort and Spa, and a dinner cruise for 2 aboard the Sanibel Princess, including the 2 tickets to the Bailey Matthews National Shell Museum. And that winner is Marjane Marjewitz. So you win that one at the Sanibel Harbor Marriott Resort and Spa. All right, so that concludes our presentation. I'd like to say a special thank you to all our partners and everyone joining us today. And when the time is right, we look forward to welcoming you and your attendees to the beaches of Fort Myers and Sanibel. Thank you and have a wonderful rest of your day.